So I saw this cool video idea from another channel by Elmer. I'll link it in the description if you're curious to check it out. But he reads excerpts from books and kind of reviews concepts which are really good and useful. So I want to do the same thing. And today I'll be reading from The Secret. I have the 10th anniversary edition by Rhonda Byrne. And specifically there's this chapter called The Secret to Money, which is all about how we manifest wealth and money in our life. And this, intro part really here isn't important, but this excerpt really shows how the law and manifesting kind of works in practice. And I think it'll be really helpful for you guys. So I'm just going to start here. When I was working with Stone, he said, I want you to set a goal that's so big that if you achieved it, it would blow your mind. And you would know it's only because of what I taught you and that you would have achieved this goal. At the time, I was making about $8,000 a year, so I said, I want to make $100,000 in a year. Okay, that's a huge jump. Now, I have no idea how I could do that. I saw no strategy, no possibility, but I just said, I'm going to declare that I'm going to believe it. I'm going to act as if it's true and release it. So I did. So just a side note. So this is talking primarily about the law of attraction, but Neville Goddard's teaching are the exact same, right? You're acting as if it's already true. And I made another video that goes deeper into that whole process here. One of the things he taught me was that every day to close your eyes and visualize the goals as if it's already achieved. Again, that's Neville Goddard's teachings. I had actually made a $100,000 bill that I'd put on the ceiling. So first thing in the morning, I'd look up and there it was. It would remind me that this was my intention. Then I would close my eyes and visualize having this $100,000 a year lifestyle. Interestingly enough, nothing major happened for about 30 days. I didn't have any great breakthrough ideas. No one was offering me more money. About 4 weeks into it, I had a $100,000 idea. It just came right into my head. I had a book I had written, and I said, if I can sell 400,000 copies of my book at a quarter each, that'd be $100,000. Now, the book was there, but I never had this thought. One of the secrets is that when you have an inspired thought, you must trust it and act on it. I didn't know how I was going to sell 400,000 copies. Then I saw the National Enquirer at the supermarket. I had seen that millions of times and it was just background. And all of a sudden, it jumped out to me as the foreground. I thought, if readers knew about my book, certainly 400,000 would go out and buy it. About 6 weeks later, I gave a talk at Hunter College in New York to 600 teachers. And afterwards, a woman approached me and said, that was a great talk. I want to interview you. Let me give you my card. As it turns out, she was a freelance writer who sold her stories to the National Enquirer. The theme from The Twilight Zone went off in my head, like, whoa, this stuff's really working. That article came out and our book sales started to take off. The point I want to make is that I was attracting into my life all these different events, including this person. To make a long story short, I did not make $100,000 that year. We made $92,327. But do you think we were depressed and saying, this doesn't work? No, we were saying, this is amazing. So my wife said to me, if it works for 100,000, do you think it'd work for a million? And I said, I don't know. I think so. Let's give it a try. My publisher wrote me a royalty check for our first Chicken Soup for the Soul book. And he actually put a smiley face in his signature because it was the first $1 million check he'd ever written. So I know from my own experience because I wanted to test it. Does this secret really work? We put it to the test. It absolutely worked. And now I live my life that every single day. So the big takeaway from reading this is you really just have to follow that simple process of kind of knowing exactly what you want, believing it's true, and then letting it go, right? He released it here. And then realizing it's not up to us to figure out how it's going to happen. The universe will take care of that for us. And what's really cool is it always happens in fun, surprising ways. That's why I just look forward to it. And to me, it doesn't matter, right? It's the process doesn't matter. It's fun actually being surprised and seeing how the events unfold. And it was really important, I even underlined it here too, is that once you have those inspired thoughts or, something in your instincts tells you, hey, I should go talk to this person or maybe go into this store, you have to follow it because that's the universe guiding you to what you want. So, I really hope this was helpful. If it was useful, guys, let me know, and I can do more this way. And otherwise, I'm grateful for you watching, and best of luck.